start. And hello everybody, welcome back to Sword Online Lost Song, picking up right here. My name is Kazuto Kirigaya, but I have another name, one worth as much, no, worth even more than my real one. For 2 years now I live my life as Kirito. Feels natural to me now, like my other name never even existed. The year, 2022. Buzz from beta testers about the new video genre known as the VR MMO makes the flagship product an overnight hit. Sword Art Online. A game that simulates all 5 senses, a virtual world fed directly into the player's brain. The game's designer, Akihiko Kayaba, programmed in a fatal flaw. The first 10,000 players were unable to log out. Not only that, but death in game meant death in real life. The game went from virtual fantasy to grisly deathmatch. There was only one way to escape. Beat the game. 2 years later, I was able to bring that horrific game to an end. But for 4,000 players, it was already too late. The 6,000 survivors suffered as well, their bodies severely atrophied after 2 years of constant life support. The other SAO players and I had to spend months in rehab before we were released from our respective hospitals. Well, we've landed on a new island. Now what do we do? How about we do some main quests to get used to this place? There's so many options, I wonder which one we should pick. Ooh, there's a collection quest. Let's do that. I love me some items. Won't take too long and it's pretty easy. I think it's a good place to start. Yo, Kirito! Where do we have to go to get this quest started? We should leave town and head northeast from the teleport gate. There should be a dungeon and another gate there. Monsters around here are weak, so it should be a simple matter to do some reconnaissance. There are items I use for crafting and upgrading equipment. Also, monster drops that can be used for cooking. Anything we can find to improve our equipment would be fantastic. Sounds like we'll find some ingredients for me, too. I'm looking forward to making some new dishes. Then it's a plan. We'll split into 2 groups. My party's goal is the dungeon to the northeast of the teleport gate. It'll be me, Asuna, Lifa, and Sinon. This will be the party for this quest, right? You can edit your party at any time at the inn. Gulen Kombi, the Crowned Rooster. Stop by before we set out. So I can customize who goes with me. Looks like we netted our party here. Yes, you can swap out up to 3 party members here. What about the people who aren't in the current party? They can't assist in battle, but they'll still be right there with you. If you want to change your battle party, you have to come back to this inn. Current party is Daddy, Mommy, Lifa, and Sinon. Why don't you try editing your party? You can prepare yourself for your adventures at the inn. Edit party, press B at the desk. Save, press B at your bed. Item storage, press B at the warehouse. Change point, press B at your cabinet. Alright. This is my room, eh? Wait, what happens if I... Okay. GGO Kirito, cool. Not sure what event that is. So for Kirito, we are gonna stick with his normal outfit. Now let's check out Asuna. Okay, there's a lot. The thing is, I don't see Asuna. So I'll go to another collab one. Lifa. School uniform, swimsuit, bath towel. Can upgrade their skills, maybe, in this game? Sinon. Normal, school, swimsuit, bath towel, GGO. We'll switch her to GGO. But, let's customize the party. Oh, I can switch to them. To change party members' skills, open the menu party member. Is this okay? Perfect. Once you're ready, let's head for the teleport gate. Let's go. So I can play as other characters. Okay, so you can play as a bunch of different people in this game. That's cool. We're gonna stick as Kirito for now. The floating city of Rhine. This is the Tower of Glitnir. It's usually only accessible by guildmasters for talks between the leaders of each race. Okay, what's this one then? Further down is the residential district. We don't have much reason to go there. So it didn't let me pick Klein, by the way. I am locked into this current party. I don't know who else to play as. There are lots of options. Local tavern, Einherjar. This is where you can put up your feet and relax. More importantly, you can take on quests here. This is the town shop. Craft equipment as well as buy and sell items here. Looks like it's currently being renovated though. We'll have to wait. Interesting. Shall we set out on our next adventure? Yes. Ready when you are. I'm excited to be adventuring with everyone again. I'll keep everyone safe no matter what. Leave ranged combat to me. Wogland, the island of meadows. Excuse me. Our goal is the dungeon located to the northeast. Let's follow the marker to our destination. Press RB to display the skill menu. While the skill menu is displayed, press YX up, left, right, or down to use the appropriate skill. When to draw, use sword skills. When it's sheathed, you use magic. Make sure to double check which you will use. Oh, being able to adventure together with you again is like a dream. Also, I love being a fairy. That's cute. Items, commands. At first I was a little bit worried that even guys had to use fairy avatars though. I can see that. Fairies have kind of a sparkling, girly image, don't they? Your avatar suits you well though. Hi team. You are always pretty, and so your avatar says that. I think you make a really pretty fairy. Can't be embarrassed for saying that. Now I'm all embarrassed too. Okay, can do this. That's pretty neat. Okay. I leveled up apparently. What's with this door? It appears to be sealed by magic. So in other words, we can't just kick it down? It looks that way. We won't be able to go any farther until we do something about it. It's probably a hidden lever or something that will open it, but where could it be? There's a strange hole over here. It looks promising. Maybe we need to stick a piece of stone in there or something. Might be an object that'll fit nearby. Let's take a look around. Got it. Everyone, look at this. What does it say? The Fields of Thor? Thought I saw a farm or ranch or something in this direction earlier. I guess that's the Fields of Thor. Refers to this farm? We might find clues on how to open this door there. That sells it. Let's check it out. To the Fields of Thor. Lead on. Where is it? Whoa. Aerial combat. Oh. Where are we? Okay. Phew, looks like that was the last of them. We did it. They had the numbers, but they were pretty weak. If they were stronger, we would have been in real trouble. Which means things are going to get a lot harder from here on out. ALO might just be a challenge. These guys were pushovers, but will soon face stronger and more fearsome monsters. Look at you two, you're enjoying this, aren't you? Something wrong with that? This is a game after all. It's meant to be enjoyed. Classic character, you're such a hardcore gamer. Then again, you've been obsessing over this game forever, haven't you? That's right. Yeah. I got interested in ALO. It's like the dark side. I got interested in ALO almost immediately after I returned from SAO and was discharged from the hospital. Hey! I had just moved back home and was finally getting used to living in the real world again. Gaston, do you have a minute? That's Sugana, my younger sister. Her character's name is Leafa. She's one of the players who survived SAO with me. You remember that other VR MMO I used to play? You mean ALO? Alfheim Online? That's the game where you could fly, right? There were wars between different races and so on? Right, it was built off of a copy of SAO's servers. That's my girlfriend, Asuna Yuki. I met her in SAO. We got mixed up in some crazy stuff, good and bad. But when all was said and done, we formed an unbreakable bond. We experienced things we'd rather forget. Some of the horrors we faced almost broke our bodies and our minds. We fought for over 2 years before we gained our freedom, but those years had meaning. I won't forget that. Kazuto, are you listening to me? I told you to look at this article. Alright, let's see. World famous internet idol 7, actually genius scientist. You don't say. But this article wasn't some blurb from a third-rate website. It was major TV news broadcast to the wider public. She's a total genius, 12 years old and already graduated from college, MIT no less, and the head of her class. Now she's working as a world famous singer and internet idol. Real name is, I doubt that, Rainbow Arshavin. Oh yeah, I know who you mean. She's half Japanese, half Russian, right? She's done a lot of research on VR companies. She has papers online, stuff all about VR and full dive systems. You know an awful lot about her. I still hadn't told Asta or anyone else, but my dream was to study virtual reality abroad. That's why I was so interested in Rainbow. More importantly, she's been putting on concerts inside VR MMOs. Amazing. Imagine someone had done that in SAO. You got that right. SAO was different. Online games were always supposed to be about having fun. This sort of thing is to be expected. Can you believe that she's a scientist and an idol? I would faint if I ever had to get on stage. Apparently she doesn't just sing, but writes the music and lyrics herself, too. According to the article, her angelic voice lifts spirits, stops fighting, and sets ALO on the road to peace. ALO is designed around PvP and the war between races, so there's not much point fighting monsters or beating the game. You're right, but seriously, people overseas really know how to get the most fun out of their games. Rainbow. The attention to research on VR MMOs had been getting was starting to pique my interest. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, look, more players. Alright, that's the last monster. Time to move on to the next area. Uh-oh, someone's catching up. Time to hustle. He ran off. With the way they were fighting, I'm guessing they were pretty seasoned gamers. Any party that's already made it this far has got to be pretty good. They might wind up being some of our strongest rivals. Wonder what their guild name is. Come on, I don't want to get left behind. Let's do some more quests. You're right, let's go. Oh, I do have sword skills. Thanks for the cover, Leafa. Wow, you're unstoppable. Oh, we can find some clues here. Let's give this place a thorough search. Oh, a healing potion, nice. It's pretty run down. I'm guessing it's been abandoned for some time. It appears to be locked. It won't open. How we doing, honey? Chicken coop. Look, a key. The key to Bilskirnir. We should be able to get in now. Kirito, hurry up and open the door. Alright, hold your horses. That's a relief. I thought this place might be filled with monsters. Look, over there. Is that lump of rock what we're looking for? Looks like it. Or at least half of it. Alright, we found it quicker than I expected. Now let's take it back and, isn't this much smaller than the hole by that stone door? Yep. It's about half the size. Does that mean we need another half? Guys, I can see a journal over there. Good eye, Leafa. I'm sure we can find a hint in there. Looks pretty old, but it looks legible. Listen up, I'm gonna read it. Oh, hello. Day, XX. Month, XX. Year, XXX. No. No! I broke the stone tablet my family's protected for generations. Day YY. Month YY. Year YYY. The Wyvern stole one of the two halves of the tablet. I can't let anyone find out. Taking the secret to my grave. Day ZZ, month ZZ, year ZZZZ. My end draws nigh, and still my darkest secret remains buried. Still, I wish only that someone would find the missing piece and restore my family's heirloom. That was the last entry, so the tablet's been split in two. Wyvern? That's kind of monster, right? Yeah, sounds like we can find the other piece of this tablet if we find this Wyvern. Yui, any idea where to look? Appears that the Wyvern lives on another floating island to the north of here. Then that's our next destination. To the island in the north. You got the Jalf's tablet and the old journal. Is there like a level up system I need to be using? From Awesome to Kirito. Leaf is just so cute. I'm so jealous for such a cute little sister like her. Status. Skills. Okay. Hopefully they'll tell me when I need to do something different. That's the island we're looking for? It's So this is the floating island that journal mentioned. I wonder where we can find this wyvern thing. Kirito, over there. The wyvern. There's 3 of them. Yikes, the boss already? If we defeat this thing, we'll get the other half of the stone tablet. Alright everyone, let's do this. Gotta fight him in the air, alright. Where'd you go? Can I lock in? Nope. No. Lock in on him. Lock in on him. Stop switching the lock on! I love having more control over the combat and movement. I like that a lot. Quest complete. Congratulations. We did it. Great work, you guys. Yay, we won. And we got our hands on the missing half of the tablet. We should be able to open that door now, and finally get into that dungeon. I can't wait to get started. Me either. Let's go. Roskva's tablet. Alright, let's get the dungeon open before we call this a video. It's those 2 again. I can see some other players over there. I guess a few other parties already made it this far as well. Look familiar. Are they the ones we saw at the farm earlier? Hey, how's it going? I think we're working on the same quest. Everything going alright on your end? Yep, we beat the wyvern before you guys, and we're gonna finish this quest before you too. Well, we won't make it easy for you. Race to the finish line? We'll see about that. I doubt you'll be able to keep up. You're pretty confident. You remember Powerful Guild? That's right, we're the... Come on, we're leaving. Yeah, be right there. See you guys around. See ya. They were confident, but they had the skills to back it up. Caught a glimpse of them while they were fighting. They definitely know their stuff. No reason to rise to their challenge, but at the same time I don't want to lose to them either. Games can be fun in and of themselves, but the best part of them is being the best. Then let's get ready and go. The dungeon is waiting for us. Yeah! Competing against other players has to be my favorite part of a VR MMO. I wanted to feel the rush I get from competition again. That's the real reason why I decided to start up ALO. It was a few months ago that I finally made up my mind to full dive again. Kikwoka! Hey, gals and guys. Sorry to keep you waiting. My boss grabbed me and I just couldn't get loose. Seijiro Kikwoka, with the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and leader of the office formed to help SAO victims. Asuna Sugaha and I were all called to his office to meet him. What's that you're reading? Something about that Idol 7? I'm rather interested in her myself. Didn't you call us here to talk about SAO? Now, all in due time. I love her music. She's got a cute voice, her songs are fairly well made, and she's quite popular in many circles. Apparently she's more than just a pretty voice. I did some investigating, her popularity is quite justified. She sings against the horrors we experience in SAO, a message of peace, and to top it off, she's very pretty. Aha! So that's the kind of girl that stirs your fancy, Kazuto? No, I'm just relating what the public is saying about her. So you kids are interested in her too? I'm thinking about logging on to ALO. What? I figured that's how you'd react. But think about it. ALO was made by copying SAO's server, then creating a new world. Add to that all those new features, like flight. No other game has got hot or buzz about it right now, not even close. Yeah, I see your point. I think so too. Besides, nobody can stop me from liking what I like. Asuna, you want to give it a shot too, right? It's all you've talked about recently. Was it that obvious? I was thinking about asking you two if you want to try ALO myself. Huh. Maybe I didn't even need to bring you all in today. Did you say something? No, not at all. More importantly though, Kirito, aren't you afraid to dive back into a virtual world? I am. There were terrifying things in SAO, but despite them, or maybe because of them, our time there was meaningful. After what happened, I want to see how VR evolves. I want to see where this world that came from SAO leads. I'll be with you, Kirito. Asuna. I'm the ALO veteran here. I would be a terrible person if I didn't teach you guys the basics. Then it's settled. We're going to play ALO. Yeah! That's how we wound up heading into the world of ALO. Wow! Hey, buddy. Look, those people are getting whomped. Let's go help them. Yeah, come on! Help us, please! I've stunned it. Let's get out of here before it recovers. Good idea. Phew, we made it. You alright? Yeah, thanks. That monster was really powerful and appeared out of nowhere. We were in real trouble until you showed up. That thing was a mid-boss. Anyone would be in a bind if something like that suddenly jumped out at them. Yeah, looks like our party needs some more backup before we can tackle this dungeon. So you guys wouldn't be interested in helping us, would you? That thing was lurking near the entrance to the dungeon. I don't think we'll be able to get in unless we take it out. Good point, Asuna. Let's take it down. We'll help. Let's work together to beat that thing. Alright, with you having our back, we have nothing to fear. Glad to fight by your side. Whoa! Alright, big boy. He was a big boy. Hey, celebrate. Another quest down. That was hardly a challenge. Alright, another quest finished. Congratulations. I don't know, I kinda got walloped pretty hard. We did it. You guys are really strong. This isn't much, but think of it as a thanks for saving us back there. We're gonna head back to town and do some preparations of our own before tackling this dungeon. See you around. And that's where we'll cap this episode. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.